Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Thoughts Over Coffee, where a couple of thoughts share our thoughts over coffee. Topics include BPD,
That's her.
autism,
I forgot. That's me.
and ADHD,
That's both of us.
as well as dating and culture from around the world. So I'm Sassy, and this is Seyo. How you doing today, Seyo?
Oh, apparently I'm all caffeinated up. That or the medication just slammed into me.
Both work. Unfortunately, it's hella late for me, so I know, it's not the podcast name, but I'm doing no coffee right now.
It's okay. You can't do coffee all the time. How should you sleep?
Yeah, it's like 11
How-
p.m. I can't.
Nope. Are you all hyped up from your week?
I am, and also tired because I'm old. You know.
Okay. Yep. That's fair. Bedtime for old people. Yep.
Not just that, but I had 3 days with my boyfriend, which was awesome. It's the first time we've got to spend like 3 days together because he lives well in the country and he's busy or whatever.
Has to do business, work, farm stuff.
Has to do stuff for his
Ugh.
job and his life. Like,
Terrible.
who's heard of
How
that?
dare he?
So we drove down. He came to see me in Bangkok, and then we drove down to Pattaya.
Okay.
You've probably heard of Pattaya.
No, I think only through you. I've only know about like your Chiang Mai and your Phuket and obviously Bangkok, and then the island where they have the mushroom festival.
That's the full moon party that happens every full moon, and mushrooms are not like supposed to be a part of that, but they are.
Mushroom party.
Yeah, that's on Koh Phangan.
Mm.
But technically full moon parties happen like everywhere every full moon. It's just a thing. Pattaya City is about 2 hours from Bangkok, depending on traffic, which can vary wildly here. So
Yeah.
it's kind of not, it's like, to me, it almost feels like it's in the Bangkok metro, like it's very close. So it feels like maybe driving from Calgary to Red Deer.
Oh, that's not that bad then.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like, it's probably a shorter distance than that by a lot. It's just traffic. Yeah, made sure to cover his gas because I felt very bad because he's got like a big Ford pickup truck that just eats gas. And gas is like expensive in Thailand compared to Thai prices of stuff. It's fucking expensive. So,
well, now that Canada has that oil and gas deal with China, maybe it'll slowly start getting cheaper.
maybe it'll go down here because to fill not even a full tank of gas would be like 3 days of minimum wage here.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like,
Jesus
minimum wage in Thailand is 300 baht per day, which is like $12 Canadian per day. You know, per whole day. And to use like the amount of gas that we had to put in Bangkok just to go to Pattaya was 1,000 baht.
Wow. So to 48. Nope. $40?
$40.
Yeah.
About 40.
Which is not terrible in Canada prices if you're making Canada money.
Yeah, but if it's 3 days of your wages, it becomes really cost prohibitive to drive anywhere.
Right? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You need to like get a solar powered car, like an electric car, like a solar powered car.
Complete lack of infrastructure. Like it would have to be solar powered because there's no charging infrastructure here, especially in the countryside. But we did.
You have so much sun. You have so much sun there.
Yeah, unless you're stuck in rainy season where no sun comes out for a while.
Fair. Then your car would just be like,
this is my brick that's parked here. Yeah.
Rent it out if somebody wants to live in it for a couple months.
There you go. Yeah, so Pattaya City It's
Ooh,
I don't like Pattaya. I'm going to be upfront and honest. It is one of the places of Thailand that gives the reputation of Thailand in the bad way, where it's like a
okay.
lot of like white men over 50 go there to for sex tourism.
Gotcha, gotcha. Lots of lady boys?
I don't see as many ladyboys in Pattaya as I do in Bangkok.
Oh, okay.
It's more like, so it's not necessarily the sex tourism that's the problem. I've got no problem with that. Like,
No,
we're all consenting adults.
hey,
But
it's legal in Canada. Well,
exactly.
gray legal, but
Mm,
yeah.
Gray, yeah, gray area, but legal. But,
Gray,
but
it's
gray.
gray
Um,
legal.
but the thing is, when I walk around Pattaya and the way that the men look and the like eye contact I meet with the men, I feel like I'm swimming with sharks.
Ooh.
Right? It's got like the people that I've met that are very attracted to Pattaya are the kind of
Mhm.
people that I'm a little uncomfortable to be around.
It's something you wouldn't really want to go by yourself. Like, it's good thing you went with boyfriend.
I think it's fine. Like honestly, it's a
Okay.
huge tourism destination. I'm not going to pretend that that's
Hmm.
the only group there. Like there's families, you can stay in different areas. There's just white people
Mhm.
everywhere. It's
Yeah.
it's fine. It's just I'm very sensitive and I notice things and I look in people's eyes and if I get bad vibes, I'm going to
Yeah.
be more sensitive to that than normal people. So I felt the undercurrent of Pattaya being like that happening, and all the people on the surface
Mhm.
and all the tourists are not going to see or notice that. But I was like,
Yeah.
I caught a whiff of it. Caught a whiff of it. But that's because
Fair.
I went to Pattaya the first time and only time I've been other than this was right after COVID. So
Oh.
yeah, Thailand had just opened back up and all of the normal tourists hadn't come back yet. So it was just
Hmm.
those sex tourists and
Yeah.
like long-term expats. And it was just like walking along the beach and looking at all the beachfront bars where people are sitting and staring at the water. I was just like shark, 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 shark. There
Ew.
wasn't enough
Yeah.
other tourists to balance that out. So
Fair. Fair.
yeah. But also the thing about Pattaya is it's not like clean beaches. People are like, "Oh, I go there for the beach. It's so beautiful." It's like, yeah, it's beautiful, but it's kind of in a shipping lane because it's so close to Bangkok. So,
So lots of ships.
yeah, you don't see them as much, but you see it in the water. Like the water doesn't look clean. There's just a lot, like the beaches are not
Um.
that clean. So if, you're having like these men who want to travel there, especially if they're traveling alone, and they're like, "Oh, it's just I like the beaches." I'm like, "No, if you like the beaches, you would go to Phuket or to the island."
Yeah.
There's one reason people go to Pattaya, and it's parties and sex parties and drugs. It's not, that's the main core of Pattaya, not the beaches.
Fair. 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 Yep. Yep.
But there are other areas of Pattaya because it's like there's Pattaya City, which is like
Okay.
along the coast, and it's kind of small. And then if you go outside of that to the north or south, you can get more resorts, more like secluded beach areas.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
fun. Do anything super fun, or was it just like touristy or unique to you, him, you?
we went to this place, and I did not record a YouTube video, but I have to go back to do one because it is the craziest place I've ever been in my life. I felt like a kid in Willy
Oh,
Wonka's chocolate factory, but without the food aspect.
okay. Yep.
Visual chocolate factory. Yeah. Yeah, that
Can you
worked.
touch the chocolate?
Could touch the chocolate, couldn't eat the chocolate.
Okay. Lovely.
So the boyfriend took me to this place called Nong Nooch Garden,
Okay.
and I didn't know where it was and how far. It's like further past Pattaya. So it took like 3 hours to get there. And when I Googled it, as he gave me a few options of places to go, and I Googled it and it just looked like a really cool, like maybe botanical garden or something. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't been to one of those in ages. It looked beautiful. I saw a big hedge maze. I was like, let's do that. When I tell you I did not know what I was in for, and I was not prepared for how fucking weird this place was. So I don't like super rich people, right? I
No.
I have no moral problems with a certain amount of rich and wealthy. I don't. But once you get to like
Mhm.
stupid rich, where it's like you have enough money that you could feed every hungry person in this country, then I
Right.
have a moral issue with that.
Yeah.
This person who owns this place, because it's so big, I thought it was government run. No, it's owned by one person. He's obviously like rich, like rich,
Mhm.
because the amount of money just to build this is insane. But also, it's clear that he's batshit fucking crazy because he built the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life and he's still building it and working on it and he has spared no expense. Insert John Hammond here, spared no expense because it's a dinosaur and botanical garden theme park where you can also feed some deer and there's sports cars.
Oh, you always have to have sports cars. What are you talking about? Every man has to have sports cars so you can show off to the poor people. That's
Nothing in this place makes any sense. And it's very clear to me that the owner is an extraordinarily wealthy, very autistic man, and everything in there is his hyperfixations
Mhm.
because there's no reason for any of it. Like, the size of this place is extraordinary.
Yeah.
The amount that I saw was, I don't know, 40%. We were there probably 3, 4 hours. And
Wow.
including taking a little bus around to different stops because the bus just kind of drops you and then you're supposed to walk around and then there's just so much to see. And then the
Mm.
ground, the land that he owns is astronomically bigger than the park. And he just
Mm.
keeps building and adding to it. And there are so many dinosaurs and they are all life size. Like
What?
life size sauropods, like brachiosaurs, like life size paleo accurate.
Wow.
It's
That's so cool.
it's extraordinary. And when I say paleo accurate, only some of my dinosaur nerds are going to get what I'm going to say next, which is what like one per well there's going to be one fan that's like I know what she means. They have a current up-to-date paleo accurate Spinosaurus. And for anyone who knows anything about Spinosaurus, that's unbelievably impressive because the knowledge on how Spinosaurus functioned and how its body was shaped changes like every single year in the paleo community.
Oh,
There's a joke,
from just more. Yeah.
just more information and different people arguing about it. There's like this
Yeah.
recurring joke of like, new Spinosaurus just dropped. Like, if he's got a life size from what potentially is the largest like predator to ever walk the earth. And it's paleo accurate up to like last year's research. I don't
That's so
know how.
cool.
It's so cool. It's so cool. And so weird. And
So
there's
cool, so weird.
thousands of dinosaurs. And they're all life
Yeah.
size.
Okay. Nong Notch Gardens.
Nong Nooch Garden.
Nong Nooch Gardens.
Mhm.
Perfect. So I'll take some screenshots and throw it up for the YouTube
Yeah.
and the
Any
Patreon.
crazy photos you see because I wanted to take a video going there, but then I was like, I don't get to spend a lot of time with my boyfriend, so instead of doing the YouTube thing, I'm just gonna enjoy my day with him. And then it was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And oh, there's
Yeah.
Jake. And he doesn't speak a lot of English or understand a lot. So he didn't quite get it when every time we turned around a corner, I was like, this is the weirdest place I've ever been in my life. What is this? Because there'd be some new insane thing. And he's just like, what do you mean? It's weird. Like, is it good? I'm like, no, it's great. This is weird.
Weird.
There was a whole section in all of these giant life-size dinosaur statues that was like fish, but they were only from the family biker. So they were only biker fish. It's Bicher. They are
Okay.
small predatory fish that you can keep in aquariums.
Mm-hmm.
And he decided, which is why I know this is an autistic man, that suddenly he needed a section dedicated to a bunch of species of these fish, I think all found in Thailand, but made them like 10,000 times real life size. So they were each the size of a fucking dinosaur, even though these are, again, small aquarium fish.
Is it these like they look kind of like
Willy.
eels?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right,
Well, he
perfect.
had
I
a
grabbed those
whole
two.
section with ones that were like bigger around than I can put my arms. And they each
What?
species was represented by multiple individuals. And I'm just like, where is there suddenly fish? He has a sudden section of dog breeds, of statues of dog breeds, but only like about 7 different breeds that seem utterly randomly chosen and like way bigger than life size, and each breed will have like a herd of them. So there was Dalmatians as one, and there had to be 30 Dalmatians. And again, each of these statues is so high quality that I know a stupid amount of money was poured into creating each one. And he's just like, give me about 30. Why?
Now you have to look into it, and be, or like me, obviously. I'll have to look into it to be like, okay, who owns this? Who created this? What is this person doing?
Kwan showed me some photos of the owner. And the owner is
Mhm.
one of those like stupid rich people who dresses like a homeless person all the time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
apparently when he's in the park, people mistake him for one of the gardeners. And he's like the owner. And then he has 2 car museums in there full of his own personal cars.
Of course.
And on
Every
top,
man has to have cars.
and on top of all of that, it is maybe one of the largest botanical gardens in the world and nursery to like plants that are worth a ludicrous amount of money. And he has a ludicrous amount
Wow.
of each of these plants. The amount of money just in the plants and then the nursery for the plants, it's like a whole, like you take a bus to go through it. You don't walk through it. There's this one kind of tree, I don't know what it's called. I'll ask Kwan to send me the name, where he said each individual one that we saw of the medium-sized ones that they had is worth about $40,000 Canadian. There had to be 500 of those because he uses them to ring the parking lot. Trees that are worth 40 grand each, he uses them to make the fence of the parking lot.
Do you think he brought them in when they were like smaller and cheaper and now they're 40K because they grew?
I don't know, because when you have that amount of money, why not just buy them? Like, because these don't grow fast. He said these take like 30 or 40 years to get to the size they are.
Wow. Jesus. I couldn't imagine having. And then he obviously charges to get people into
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So entry fee for me as a non-Thai person is 700 baht, 600
Okay.
baht. So about
like
25, $30 Canadian.
Okay.
Which for Thailand, fucking expensive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. For
How much for a Thai person?
I think his was another 300 or 400 for his ticket. So very
Okay, so
expensive.
so at least he tries to make it a little bit cheaper.
Everywhere you go in Thailand is either cheap or free for Thai people if foreigners pay an entry fee. Like the temples might be free if you're Thai.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, there's but usually it's a big difference. Like the snake farm in Bangkok here, I think for me is 200 baht, and for my Thai friend is 50 baht. Something like that.
Yeah.
So for Thai people there to still have to pay 300 or 400 is like, it's a lot. Yeah. It's the craziest place. I will send you some of the Snapchat videos I took, so you at least have some to throw in from and had some very interesting culture discoveries between me and him during this adventure.
Did you embarrass him a little bit?
Oh yeah, you think a little bit? You think a little bit? Oh, I am. I'm a lot for a Thai man to deal with.
Oh, anytime I traveled anywhere with any partner, I'm always very like, oh my God, look at this. And the autism takes over, and then I'm very loud. So I'm very loud and I'm very excited. And then I'm just randomly talking to strangers because I'm like, oh my God. And they're like, oh, you're excited. I'm like, of course I'm excited. Look at this. Dinosaur. Like, perfect shirt to go with the story.
Get your Try Guys merch. Yeah, perfect.
The old Trek.
The old one?
Old Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before this guy fucked up.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, we should just tape that.
Just gotta put some green over that or something.
Right? Do a different color. Blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I definitely embarrassed him a lot. So the one word you'll have to understand in Thai is parang.
Parang.
Yeah. It means,
okay.
It typically just means white foreigner.
Okay.
So I'm parang. Some Thai people use it to mean like foreigner in general, but typically it's white people or white foreigner, right? And some Thai people think it's a little bit rude, and so they've tried using like different terms now. I don't think it's rude. I think it's fine. I'm farang. It's fine.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend, probably the number one thing he says all the time when he's around me is so farang, so farang. Like,
because so white. God, you're so white.
Yeah, it's like you're such a foreigner. Like you're so different from us. Is kind of the feeling behind him saying that.
Well, I mean, we're very expressive, and we're very like when we get excited, mm-hmm. And we really don't care if other people are like see us or are offended or anything. It's just like, fuck you, go away. I'm happy.
Yeah. We're also like, you know, we've got mental things like you with autism, hyper excitement, me with BPD, hyper emotional, like, so, you know, it's, yeah, I'm a lot. I know. But also there's like a lot of social rules and social conditioning here that I just don't know about and I'm not a part of. And so I break all these social rules constantly. So I will allow you to post the video of me hatching from the egg because I did hatch, everyone. I have been birthed.
What the fuck? What are you doing? What? Hey, stop, please.
I hatched from my shell.
She birthed from a shell.
I did.
A dino shell.
Because randomly throughout the park there were these like eggs with like little windows so you could go inside and be in an egg. And they're kind of like on the other side of the road, so I wasn't sure you're allowed to go in them. He's like, yeah, of course you're allowed to go in them. You can climb all through everything here. And I'm like, there are no signs that say I can do that. I'm not sure. But he said it to me enough times, I was like, fine, I'll go in the egg. So you go around the back and then there's like a broken out window. And I decided it would be the best thing ever if I climbed out of the window, which was, turns out.
That's how they do it. Dinos do it that way. They poke a hole and then they come out.
I'm hatching. I'm going in the egg like a baby dino. I'm going to hatch out. I just thought it would be fun. I like climbing stuff. I just thought it would be fun. Turns out it was more awkward to get out than I was expecting, but I did it successfully. And I got him to record me.
Do you remember the head in Calgary when we went with your ex for photo shoots and you were climbing like into the jaw?
Oh, yeah. He didn't like that, did he?
No, he hated it. He was like, what are you doing? And you're like, no, but if we get up here, and I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And you're like climbing in there and he was freaking out.
If you weren't allowed to climb on it, it would say don't climb or it would be blocked off, right?
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, you can walk in the head and then there's a ledge to where the jaw goes. You could just go up in there.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a perfect little sitting area.
Yeah.
So I thought I would come out of the shell the fun way. So I got him to record me, and he didn't understand what I was asking him to record. I was just like, no, just stand there and record. So he's a very good boy. He recorded the whole thing. But in the background, you will hear him terrified and softly protesting everything I have done, but so like unwilling to make a scene that he wouldn't raise his voice enough so that I could even hear it from climbing out of the egg. So I didn't hear all of his protests until I watched the video. And it's just him going, stop, please, no, what are you doing?
This is something you will have to get used to, sir. You're with a farang. Farangs do weird shit.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be a funny, like, I don't know, I'll throw it on TikTok, or generally I just record things for Snapchat for like my friends, right? I was like, my friends will like this. But now I guess that's gonna go on YouTube with him softly protesting. And he did it in English, which was adorable.
Not in Thai. No. English, where he's like, stop, no, no.
Mm-hmm. He's like, please, what are you doing? Please stop.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so he traumatized him. PDA, big thing I'm traumatizing him on every single moment of every day. He has been fine with it right from the beginning.
Okay.
He has been fine with PDA, but I don't think he realized like to what level, because they don't kiss in public. Like not even a peck, not a peck on the cheek, not a peck on the lips, which, you know, something to us is like nothing. Like unless you're full making out on a bench, no one's gonna bat an eye, right?
Yeah, like, you know, it's whatever. But if you're just like trying to swallow someone's face, like maybe go to the car or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like if you're full making out, people might look at you and be like, what the fuck? But no one will say anything. No one really cares.
No.
And if, you know, a couple just gives each other a peck on the lips, like that's just a normal affection between a couple. Like even like a nice, like kind of romantic kiss is still like a normal thing to see in public. So yeah, that's his whole body kind of stiffens, and I kiss him a lot, and he's just like, to him it's akin to we are fucking in front of these people right now. Like
oh
we're
no,
going to town. Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Poor man.
which he's been, you know, a trooper for, but then he'll just be like, so farang, so farang, so farang.
Is it like a cute thing? He's just like, oh, you're so white. It's so cute. Or is it like nervous-y?
A trauma undertone in it. But it's both. I think like he's shocked, but he's kind of enjoying the ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then maybe one day he'll get used to it and it'll just be like normal to him. Yeah.
That's what
he's
I'm
like, oh,
hoping
that's
for.
This is just my white girlfriend. It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, because if he was truly, truly uncomfortable, I wouldn't do it. But I can tell he's not.
Have you guys picked out your love names yet?
No, we just speak in English. Like, so there's no Thai. There's been no talk of that.
No, here's my fatty.
Yeah, God, no. Fuck that. Lord. Although I make too many like comments about being like, oh, I'm your fat white girlfriend or something now. So now Facebook is giving me ads for plus size clothing. Yeah.
Well, okay, so technically in Asia, you're not, but clothing size wise, you probably have to buy a little bit bigger.
I'd be, depending on where it's made in, medium to large. Yeah. But not plus size.
Because like, no, not plus size, but it's just like, generally when I ordered from Japan, I generally had to order, because again, thighs and ass.
Yeah.
I had to order like large or extra large
Yeah.
just because
Japan or the really cheap Chinese manufacturers for pants. Yeah. Large or extra large. But for like tops and stuff, I'm still like maybe a medium. There's a lot of like size change, like equalization happening, so I can still be a small in a lot of stores.
Good.
Good. But yeah, Facebook disagrees. Facebook's like, plus size for her. I'm like,
yeah, she keeps calling herself fat, so she must be actually fat.
like, yeah, me joking with my boyfriend and making fun of him over a miscommunication means I'm fat.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was talking to my one friend who had a baby, so she's never on social media anymore. And I was just like, oh my God, there's all these freaking, like, my algorithm got all fucked for a while, and it was showing me all these terrible, like, right-wing anti-women things, and then I had to block Facebook and Meta, and then it all went away. And she was just like, really? That's a thing now? And I was like, yeah, that's a thing.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about it, girl. I know you're not, because you're, you got the baby and you're sleepy and not really on your phone anymore, but
and like she might just get like mothering stuff and parenting stuff.
Yeah. Well, especially because before the weird algorithm change, it was mainly her looking for either science stuff, because she has a degree in science and everything, or it was a lot of like baby stuff. So those were like her. Yeah.
I had it too, even though I'm in fucking Thailand. It was like, you need some right-wing American shit. And I'm like, bitch,
No.
what?
No, I don't.
It's mine's back to normal now. I just kept like closing those and like hiding all of those. And it's back to my normal, like, give me stand-up comedy and cute animals.
Right?
That's it.
Oh, cute.
Oh, there was one more very interesting to me, very interesting. I don't know if anyone else will find this fascinating, like cultural conversation I had with Kwan this trip. So he asked me, so first we spent like almost a full day in Bangkok, and then we went out there for a day and then kind of a day on the way back.
Yeah.
So while we were walking around Bangkok, and I introduced him to Mexican food for the first time.
Did he like it?
My favorite food. His face said no, but he told me yes after, and I do trust that he's telling me the truth. So I think he was just tired when we were eating.
Okay.
So we went for Mexican, because there's one phenomenal Mexican chain in Bangkok that's actually very authentic, and I eat it whenever I feel like treating myself.
And it's not super spicy.
Well, like, I'm careful what I order. I would say that they amp up the spice a bit for Thai palates, because a lot of the Mexican dishes that I would normally order, like enchiladas rojas, here is spicy, and at home that's not spicy. Usually enchiladas verdes is spicy, right? So I get the rojas, because usually it's more like a tomato base, and here that rojas will kick my ass. Like, it's like what a verdes is in Canada is what the rojas is.
Okay.
Here. So
yeah,
it's like, kicks my ass. And I mean, some I'm sure there's going to be some people jumping in and being like, verdes doesn't mean it's going to be spicy. I'm like, I know, not always. I'm just saying, typically for spice level, I'm like, usually the green one's hotter. Anyway.
Like, you have to understand, we're like at a 0 to 1.
I climbed up from like -5 to maybe -1 on the spice, because black pepper is still spicy to me, but I can handle more of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Onions are still spicy to me.
Fair.
So I took him for that, and I was like, okay, I'll help you pick a dish that's going to be very authentic, but also is going to have a low cheese level. And he's like, no, cheese is fine. I'm like, we went over this whole thing about how you hate cheese. He's like, yeah, but in the evening I can eat anything because I'm hungry. I'm like, what? Okay. So he picked the enchiladas rojas because I'm like, this is my favorite Mexican dish. He's like, I'll take that one. And it's kind of a small portion. Like, it's a lot smaller than what Mexican food is at home or in America. He couldn't finish it. And he's like, this is so much food. I'm like, what's happening? don't, like, this is not very much food at all. But he doesn't eat American or other cultures of food. So he's not used to
So
those carbs, that kind of like
yeah,
mixture. So his stomach
very
got super full.
yeah.
It's
Well, I
dense,
mean, it's like very yeah, it's very fatty. Like I don't know, like
calorically
it's
dense.
very yeah.
Yeah. And so he was like,
Yep.
oh, if I was back in Bangkok, I could eat this every day and then just go to the gym and work out a lot because it feels like a lot of like caloric density. I'm like, uh-huh. But again, this enchiladas rojas to me is so spicy. I can eat like a bite of it and my nose is running. I'm like, it tastes so good and it hurts. He's like, oh, this tastes like ketchup for children, is what he said.
Ketchup for children.
So,
Ketchup is for everybody. Do they have spicy ketchup there too? Oh,
yeah.
that's scary. I don't
Mhm.
like spicy ketchup. It's like my partner does the spicy ketchup chips and I take one and then I die.
Well, that's for babies, for spicy ketchup.
Spicy
Little
ketchup.
babies would eat that in Thailand. Yeah, yeah, they do use a spicy ketchup here, and I should send you some and see if your partner doesn't think it's spicy, because maybe he would be like, "Holy shit!"
No, he's like if I'm like a 1 for spice level, he's like a 2.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, like
cannot handle.
he doesn't do much spicier than me. Like I made Thai green curry the other day,
Hmm.
and the thing said use 4 to 5 tablespoons, and I was like, okay, so I'll do like 4 tablespoons, and he was like, this is too hot, and I was like, oh, I guess next time I should use 3 tablespoons.
I mean, green curry is hot, isn't it?
I like green curry, but that's because they have the coconut milk and then the
Mm.
coconut rice, and it kind of like
It does
balances all
balance it
out.
out, yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't make it super spicy compared to like the red curries.
Have you ever had the yellow?
I've had the yellow.
It's like not spicy at
My
all.
my issue is the yellow looks like baby poop, so I literally cannot eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What tone of yellow was your baby's poop?
There's mixtures depending on what he was eating and stuff like that. But yeah, no, it looks exactly like I can't.
Okay, that's too bad because it is my favorite Thai dish. Is the yellow curry over rice with like pork or chicken or seafood. It's divine. It's too bad because it's so fucking good. It's not spicy at all, but it's quite oily. It's quite like, definitely not the healthier end of the Thai dish. It's definitely the oilier end, but like I literally had that for dinner tonight. I eat that
There you
a
go.
lot.
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, if I went to Thailand, I'd probably just do the green curry all the time. Green curry, coconut rice. That's all I would
You'd
eat.
have to try some of the other dishes that you can't get in Canada, though, that are like common here, because there's a lot.
I would try. I have issues. Stupid autism brain.
You just got to go with somebody else who orders something, and then you can try a bite.
Yeah. 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 It's just like the same thing. I can't do dim sum. I can't do things like buns unless I know exactly what's in it.
Oh, but even if you
Yeah.
order the one that you know what's in it, you can't do it.
I can, kind of.
I love dim sum, but that I don't tend to get a lot of the buns. I tend to get a lot of the dumplings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Soup dumplings are
Texture.
like the best thing in the world to me. Like it's just a little dumpling, and then inside is soup, and so it's like eating soup balls that just explode soup in your mouth. Amazing.
I could do the fried crispy ones.
You don't like the squishy texture of boiled dumplings?
Nope. Even like pierogi, it has to be fry, like you could do boiled first, but you have to pan fry it after to get that hard shell. Otherwise, I can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soup dumplings are more of a wonton.
Yeah, I can't do wontons.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say like they're not like because it's a thinner layer, so it's not like really chewy
Mhm.
dumpling. It's more like it just pops and then there's soup,
Yeah.
which
There
is
you go.
fun. It's like eating a ball of soup. I don't know. It reminds me of like the Willy Wonka soup gum. Or it wasn't soup gum, it was a
Oh,
full day's
the
meal gum. Yeah.
yeah, it was like turkey dinner or something.
Yeah. She's like,
It's like
oh,
I'm eating
tomato
turkey.
soup. I can feel it running down my throat. And then I don't know.
Mhm.
And I'm like, soup suddenly in this bowl. It's my brain just
Love
loves it.
it.
But yeah, I took him for Mexican, and apparently, you know, what I consider a very spicy thing was fucking ketchup for babies.
You're
Anybody
working
wants
on
to know
it.
what level of spice I'm at. And this is a man who told me when we first started dating he doesn't really like spicy food and doesn't eat spicy food.
Clearly your palate says otherwise, sir.
Like, Thai people just have a different definition for that. Like, they just, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, but that's also why, like, what is it? So my kid's currently with his Thai uncle working and stuff like that. And he's married to a Canadian lady, but he uses so much spice. Like I got them for Christmas like a pack of different super, super high spice sauces. Because they're like, Canada, it's just not spicy here.
It's true.
All of the spice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gotta order them the hot wings package from Hot Ones.
Ooh, the hot one. Yeah, I want to get the bomb.
Yeah.
Get the bomb for
It's not
them.
spicy
I think.
here. Try this.
Yeah, not ready.
Did you watch the one with the two lead actors from season 2 of Squid Games doing the face off, the Hot Ones face off?
I didn't. I watched the boys one.
Oh yes, yeah, that was good.
That one was so good. I liked that one. But no, I didn't watch the Squid Game one yet.
Enjoyed the Squid Games one, even though I haven't seen season 2, because
it's so good. Yeah.
I wanted to see how Korean people handled it because Korea is a spice heavy, like they love the punchy spice.
The gochujang is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not even that spicy, but for me, I'm like,
they eat a lot of spice and they're proud of it, right? They're like, yeah, we like our fucking heat here. And so I wanted to see how they would do. And it's all in Korean with subtitles.
Yeah.
And they just are across from each other. It's the one where they interview each other. And they both admit that they were like, we expected this to be easy. And then they were dying. Like, dying.
hey, you're like,
yeah.
it's not just us.
Yeah. It's like, oh, good. It's actually that hot. It's not just weak white people.
No.
So I want to see some Thai
It's
people
not.
on that.
I could order you if I order the pack and then send it to you, would you have to pay import tax on that?
Probably not for something small.
Okay. Because I have to send you the sunflower seeds and some Tylenol.
Yeah, Tylenol
the
cold
sick,
and
the cold.
Please.
Yeah. That and then I could get you the hot ones, and then you could be like, here's the spicy for children in Canada.
Punish all my Thai friends. I'll have a little thing and I'll record it and get their reactions. Oh, that actually sounds like a good video idea.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send you a hot ones thing, and you could try it with your Thai friends and see who
I will
can.
not. They will try it.
No,
I
no.
will record.
There you go.
Yeah. For you know, like science. So yeah, we went to the Mexican place and we walked back to my place after. And on the walk back, he asked me, and he specifically said farang. And so he's like, why do all farang look at you? Like, why do they all look at you? And I'm like, what?
Eh?
Yeah, huh? Like,
What do you mean?
What do you mean? But I've noticed this, and I noticed this a long time ago when I was first traveling in Asia. Like Westerners look around and Asian people don't, right?
Oh,
Westerners are more situationally aware, I would say, and more curious, maybe. And also culturally, it's not rude to look. I
oh,
think, and this isn't a judgment, but I just am saying that Asian people are less situationally aware, I would say. They're
okay.
very in their phones, they're very in their world, they very much look down. Not everyone, I'm just
Oh,
painting with broad strokes across, like generally, culturally.
mm,
So, and it's not just like situational awareness, it's kind of like the way they look at what's going on around them is different. So, even if Asian people are looking at their phone, but they do know if there's a car or traffic or something coming, they don't
yeah.
look at the people. And white people, Westerners, look at people. We look at everyone.
Mm,
We make eye contact, with strangers.
yeah.
It's not weird at all. Like we look at everything. We look at outfits. We look at like eyes. We look at people.
Well, also, as women, we have to be overly aware about the men that are around you or the people that are around you, especially if you're in larger cities
But
and
he is
stuff.
talking about men, which is what
Oh,
I finally found out today. Because
yeah.
he just kept saying farang. He wasn't saying farang men. He was just saying farang.
Mm,
He's like, why does every white person look at you? Basically, is what he was saying. And I thought he meant both genders, right? Because he was just saying white
yeah.
people. So I was like, well, I don't know. Like it's normal. Like what do you mean? Like, because to me,
Mm,
none of the looks I was getting were triggering my fight or flight. It was like normal human looking at human,
yeah.
right? But he was noticing every single person that looked at me, and it was triggering something in him. And I was thinking, like, is this his insecurity? Because he's very insecure about us dating, right? Because he's Thai and he's
Mm,
poor, and so he thinks that puts him at a level, like a value level, that's different from me.
yeah.
So in his mind, he's like, he doesn't think we're on equal like value levels, and he's quite insecure about that.
Aw.
And so I thought maybe it was something to do with that. Like he was hyper aware and thinking other Farang were judging the fact that I was with a Thai man.
Mm.
But the thing is, you've seen what he looks like. He looks ethnically ambiguous
Yeah, he could kind of come from
anywhere.
anywhere. Like, that's when my one friend who's half Chinese, half British,
Mm.
no matter where he would travel when they went to like Asian or even like South America,
Yeah.
everybody just assumed he was from there.
Mhm.
Because he was very, like, he was very neutral. He could pass for pretty much anybody and they'd come up and start talking to him in like languages and he's just like,
It's like
I'm
hell.
sorry. I don't
Yeah.
know. But yeah, so it's very, you could be from anywhere, sir.
I've already tried to explain this to him and been like,
Yeah.
you don't like look Thai though, because he has
Mm.
this fear, especially about Thai people looking at us together, and he thinks like there's some judgment, and he thinks that they think he has scammed me into a relationship, and I'm
It's
like,
very in his head.
how?
Right?
Okay. Yeah, he's very worried boy. He's very worried about everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was specifically saying farang, and I'm like, but you don't look like, nobody is glancing at you and being like, that's clearly a Thai man. They probably
No.
think you're also a foreigner because we are together, that we came here together from wherever, right? Like if you come to Canada with me, people are going to think you're indigenous. And if we go to America, people are going to think you're
Yeah.
Mexican. Like
Right?
100%.
I wouldn't so much think he was indigenous, but I would just be like, oh, some type of Asian. Oh.
He doesn't look some type of, like he does in Asia, but he
Yeah.
looks like he's just got that ambiguous features where if he's in Canada and if you don't hear him
Yeah.
speak and you're glancing, like especially if we go to visit my family in the countryside, people will probably think,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, exactly. If you're in a big city, maybe not, but in the countryside, definitely.
Yeah.
Because in the city we've got more ethnicities, and
Oh.
I think people would be like, they might be more like Mexican or Indian, or they would be like, where are you from? But in the countryside, they're just gonna assume indigenous for sure.
Fair.
And yeah, so but he kept saying this. And I was so confused because I tried to get him to explain. I'm like, how are they looking at me? And he's like, they just look at you. I'm like, that seems normal to me. I don't understand.
Well, also, if you're in another country, a lot of times your eye is drawn to like, okay, we have a bunch of like Thai people. Ooh, look at that white person. Like, you know,
Yeah.
they kind of, their eye immediately is like, ooh, white. And you're
I
kind of
noticed-
drawn to
I know
familiar.
every white person I see,
Yeah.
unless we're in a tourist area, like we went to Pattaya, and there's more fucking white people than Thai people, I swear. Like, even he was like, we joke because Bratet is country. So I'm like, Bratet Farang, it's white people country we're in now. We're not in Thailand, right? So apparently every single one was looking at me as we're walking around. And I'm like, yeah, wait, we look at each other. Like, it's normal. Maybe you guys don't, but we do. Like, if you walk around with me, this is going to be a normal thing that happens.
Yeah, we even like I'll be walking down the street and somebody's walking past you, kind of like make eye contact and nod a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't really say anything, but you're just like, I acknowledge your existence.
Yeah, this is just super normal, but they don't do that here. And so we were talking about it last night in Pattaya, walking around, and I tried to dig a little bit more into this, and he explained that like it's bad. He's like, no, like if a Thai person looked at you like that, I would think I have to fight them. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what? Like, because to me, this has triggered nothing. Like, I notice if somebody looks at me weird, I will feel that. I will notice.
Yeah, we're super sensitive to it. It's just like, oh, I feel something. What's going on? Who's looking at me weird? Like,
Lost my mic.
But just having somebody acknowledge you as you walk past, like, that's not.
It's been so minute. I haven't even like registered it as acknowledgement. They haven't like nodded and smiled, nothing. Just like the, you know, the same way I'm looking at them, but he's not noticing.
Yeah.
So today on the drive back into Bangkok, I got more to the root of it because he said it again a couple times. I'm like, okay, I need to understand why you're so upset. And I guess culturally, so he doesn't mean all Farang. He's only noticing the men. But he was actually saying Farang. Right? Because his English isn't super high. So I'm like, because I was so confused. He's like, no, the Farang men, the way they look at you. I'm like, oh, you're just noticing because you're my boyfriend. Like, you just notice men looking at me and you're just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Apparently, what we consider like just a normal, like we look at people in Thai culture is like, you're going to fight somebody today. Like, it's that extreme. So a woman walking with her boyfriend, no man is supposed to even look at her.
Oh, white people don't understand that at all. They fucking look all the time.
Yeah, everybody. We just look.
Real.
But he said, because he's only ever dated Thai women before, he said he's never had this happen. Like, he's never. And I'm like, well, they probably look at me because I'm white, right? It's white people acknowledging white people. We're alone in this foreign land. We acknowledge each other,
right?
You know? I don't know. Like, maybe your girlfriends just looked like every other girl around them and so didn't stand out. And I'm a white beacon. Like, I stand out.
Right? You're like, I glow in the dark.
This is my tan. I am so tan right now. I'm actually like, look at me. I'm so tan.
Right?
Now. If we started this podcast 6 months, 7 months ago, I'd just be blinding the light back at the camera.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny. So my mom watched our first episode and she was just like, I love your hair today. It's so good. And I was like, that was in January.
Cute.
I'm like, that's adorable, Mom.
That's such a mom thing to be like, she must have just recorded this today and posted it, and not like this takes a lot of like editing and prep. Like,
you're like, we've been recording for a minute before we started posting, madam. Like, yep.
I'm sure as we
Yep.
get better at this, our like record to posting schedule will shorten, but like, we wanted a
Yeah.
backlog and shit.
Well, you have to just because
Yeah.
something could happen,
Could be unable to record for a while. Your hair
right?
could just be bad so many days. It was good today.
So many days.
That's cute. Look, the hair
I
is so
know.
cute.
So adorable.
Hi, Mom. Hi, your mom.
My mom.
hmm
Hi, Seyo's mom.
Yeah. So, hmm.
But yes.
But yeah, that was interesting because he's like, yeah. So in the car, I was finally able to get this information that it's just the men, and
Yeah.
the way that they look at me to a Thai person is predatory, and there's
Oh,
zero predatoriness to it, like zero.
no. You're like, I've been a lady for a long time. I know when a dude is looking at me like, you're a snack or you're like a little thing he
Yeah.
can take.
Mhm.
Like I know that feeling. It's very ingrained in my bones.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, no, they were just acknowledging my existence.
Yep. It's just normal, like but again, he
Yeah.
doesn't notice that I'm doing it because I'm walking beside him. Right?
Yeah.
I look at everyone. I look at the clothes they're wearing. Like I do an up and down on everyone. I'm not consciously doing it, but your eyes are darting around and yeah. I'm looking at where they're looking. I'm looking at where they're walking. I'm looking to see if they look drunk. I'm looking to see if they look like they'll be like any sort of problem when they pass us by,
Yep.
looking at body language.
You're
looking at
assessing.
everything. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, you have to assess everybody. It's a lot. Like, I'm always like hyper aware of stuff, but that's also probably why I don't like going out a lot.
Fair.
It's so tiring.
Well, apparently in Thailand, they're not allowed to look at you. It's very rude.
You're like, sir, you're gonna have to get used to this.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
And he said if a Thai man does that, like the way that they looked at me, was normal. He's like, I would think I have to fight someone. And I'm like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, especially because our plan both is to move to the Thai area, right? Like,
Yeah.
I live in an expat area. 100% I live in an expat area. And so it's not abnormal to see a lot of white people. But we're planning to move to Ratchayotin, which is a fairly still like 99% Thai area, especially because we won't be like right on the train line. We'll be like a little in. It'll be super, super local. And I think he's underestimating the fact that we are going to get stared at. Like Thai man, white girl is weird to see. It's rare.
Like people are no matter what, people are gonna look at you. I mean, especially when you guys move to the new area, and then there'll be like a white man or a white lady and a Thai guy living in the same place together.
Yeah.
Like
eventually, they get used to you. It's the same people you see. But like there's definitely going to be like an adjustment period where yeah. And even if we're not living together, if we just get individual apartments there, we're going to be together all the time walking around in like Thai neighborhoods. We're going to get stared at. And I don't think he's prepared for that. But I guess maybe there's a difference to how Thai people will stare in that way out of curiosity versus how he's perceiving the Farang stares, which is something about it he perceives as predatory. But to me, it's just like glancing.
Yeah. You're like, there's a difference, sir. Let's go out one night when people are drinking, and then you will see how they like.
I don't want this.
No.
Even for something,
You're like,
I don't want this.
No, you're like, there's a difference between how they look at me when they're drunk and how they're acknowledging me just walking by.
Yeah. So but it was very interesting because I didn't realize how extreme of a level it was where he's like, yeah, if a if a Thai man looks at you like that, like it would be like he would instantly be like talking back to him, like fight is this close to happening.
Damn. You're like, no, it's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't
It's okay.
notice because apparently when a Thai man looks at me predatory, I'm just gonna register it as like normal looking at people look.
Right? You're like, that's normal. That's normal. That's not normal. Go after him.
At the Mexican restaurant, we did have it was kind of late. It was like a Tuesday night, so it wasn't like busy. And then at the table beside us, there was a lone, definitely American guy. And he was kind of like a I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound like a stereotype, but I don't really mean it this way. I'm just trying to give people an idea of the look. He looked like someone who's been to prison.
Okay.
You know,
Yep.
like kind of a beefy, like looks like he takes steroids, lots of like not high quality tattoos, bald head, maybe mid-30s, American guy.
Yep.
With way too much of a tan.
Fair.
And he gave me, you know, just the bad vibes, just the immediate bad vibes. He sat down, and as soon as he sat down, and like I wasn't looking at him, but I got just the like, I think he might be on drugs, and like the kind of drug that where I'm like maybe just cocaine, but the kind of like fidgety, like there was just something there.
Yep.
I was like,
yep. You can tell. You can literally, I don't know what it is, but no.
Yeah, just
stay away from
it. He might not have been on any drugs, but there was something there where I was like, I don't like this person. And then he tried to talk to us a bit because my accent, right? And Kwan is so quiet, like he doesn't talk very loud or much when we're in a restaurant, unless I really force him to. And so I'm explaining to him some things about like the Mexican food or something. And the guy kind of like hears my accent and then finally kind of turns and he's doing that thing where he's like leaning over the table on his phone, you know, in that big husky dude way and bouncing one of his legs.
Yeah.
And then he just,
like, yep.
You guys American? And I don't know, it was just like it was, no, I didn't feel like I was in danger or anything, you know, but it's just immediate bad vibes. Immediate, like, I don't like this person. I wouldn't want to interact with them. So I was like, oh, no, I'm Canadian and he's Thai. And then he was like, oh, okay. And then I went straight back in and continued to be like, this is my bubble of who I'm communicating with.
Yeah, go away.
Yeah, he ended up leaving fairly quickly. But then after, you know, when we were walking home and he brings up this, why do Offerang look at you? And then we kind of talked about it. I'm like, no, the only person who looked at me in a way I didn't like was the guy in the restaurant. He's like, oh yeah, I noticed that too. I didn't like him. I'm like,
yeah, no, terrible.
Yeah, so that's what you should measure the rest of these looks against. Like, that's a bad farang. These are normal farang. Like,
yeah. You're like, this is just a person taking in their surroundings, especially if it's a tourist. They're just looking at everything.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, look at all this stuff. Oh, there's a white person. Oh my God. You know, and then they're like, oh my God, there's another white person. Then it's kind of like, okay, if I come into something where I need something right away or I'm in danger, white person that way, white person that way.
Yeah, there's definitely, there's some of that. Like, now that I feel a little more established here, I don't think moving to a Thai area will really fuck me up too bad. But when I came to Bangkok before I moved here, and I did try to stay in the Thai area for a few weeks, but I didn't really have a grasp of Thai. I didn't have any friends. Super isolating. And I definitely, like, I was the only white person I saw for like a week.
Yeah.
So after a while,
I remember that.
Yeah. After a while, I was like, I am uncomfortable. And the first time I saw a white person in my area, I remember just being like, oh my God, there's one. Like, I didn't say that, but in my brain, I was like, yeah, white man, where did you come from? Like, I didn't go talk to him, but I stared a lot.
Right? And that's, it's very much like, people, I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah.
So,
my people. Yeah, it's a thing. So that's just like an interesting cultural thing. And like, I don't know how I would react if he randomly got in a fight with someone who looked at me in what I consider a super normal way. I think I would just be like, what's happening?
Right? Yeah, you'd be like, you need to calm down and talk to me for a sec.
Like I will fight for myself. You don't gotta fight for me. I'm fighty. Like we don't.
Yeah, no, she protects herself very quickly if something bad is happening. So if your hackles aren't up, if you're not triggered by something, it's just regular
Yeah.
normal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I do think like when we were walking in Bangkok, it's pretty normal to see white people. Like it's not abnormal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was dressed nice. Like it's people just look at each other. And then when we were in Pattaya, the area we were staying in, we weren't like in Pattaya City. We were in Pattaya City, but like north of like the main drag, kind of like more of a resort hotel that actually had a private beach.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. It's kind of too bad we weren't there for longer. And also I totally forgot to bring a bathing suit and I didn't want to spend extra money. That's fine. We were so tired.
No.
We were so old and tired from walking around the garden. We got back to our hotel and just had a nap. Like
we were like, I feel so old.
Yeah, there was like 2 hours left of daylight and we should have went out and enjoyed the beach and we were just like, or could nap.
Yeah, but napping together is so fun. You just curl up and just...
We could have laid on beach chairs and napped. Didn't.
No.
We're just like, we're old.
Yeah, but then you couldn't cuddle.
Yeah, not as easily, for sure. Would have been sweaty. It would have been a sweaty cuddle.
Yeah.
We had air conditioning.
At least this way you could curl up in bed and you could snugs. Because snugs are the best.
Yeah. So, but that area was very like older people heavy. So I didn't see I didn't see a single white person my age.
Oh.
So I think like that's another reason everybody was looking because like we're kind of in like the old white people zone and they were just like, young, look at these youngins, these fucking whippersnappers ruining our area. Are they gonna party and drink? You know, like I don't know.
Are they gonna be loud?
But yeah, he had a real problem with it. Like he was bothered.
Aww. Well, hopefully when he is with you full time, he'll get more used to it.
Yeah. He will. Like he'll have to. He'll have to because it's not gonna stop.
You're like, sir, I can't stop other white people from clocking a white person.
Yeah. I don't think he understands, but also he's never left Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
He has no idea. Like I'm sure I'll take him to Canada in the future. Yeah. And I'm sure also when we are in Canada, after a while of being in like Alberta, as soon as he sees an Asian person, he's probably gonna be like, Asian person, you know, like he'll have that.
We could meet up in Red Deer and you could meet my kid's uncle who's from Thailand.
Yeah.
And then they could speak Thai together.
He'll give him a little break. I'll take him to Winnipeg, which is the whitest big city I've ever been in my life.
The whitest city. It's so cold. Don't take him in the winter, though. The poor boy would freeze.
Taking him to Canada in the winter, he will just die. Like immediately.
He'll just be a popsicle. I mean, you could do like BC in the winter, but I mean, nowhere else.
No idea what the cold tolerance of Thai people is, okay? They get chilly in like plus 25. By plus 22, they are cold.
Jesus, he's gonna be fucking like layered up here.
Yeah, I will bring him in summer, and he will be freezing every night. Yeah.
Oh, poor boy. Fuck.
My friends up in the north in like Chiang Mai, they're like, no, it actually gets cold here in winter. It'll get to like 15 overnight. I'm like, you don't know what cold means.
I'm like, 15 is nice. Like, I like a good 15.
I think the coldest spot in all of Thailand, like the top of the tallest mountain, on the coldest day, I think maybe you could get to plus 5.
Oh, wow.
You will never get to 0 though. But that would be like the top of the tallest mountain in the country on the coldest day of the year.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, I would die in Thailand. I'd have to go in the cold season. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, cold season is a great time to visit because it's not like
Yeah.
super peak tourist season and it's like really nice weather.
That's when I'll go. I'll come visit you in the cold season.
December, January.
There you go.
Hmm.
That's when I'll come.
Hmm.
Yeah. I would be such a weirdo there. I would be exactly what I did in LA, where I'm always wearing hats or hoodies and hiding from the sun.
Well, that's normal here.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, they don't like the sun. That's another thing that only Farang do is go and like lay in the sun. So when we were going into Nung Nooch Garden, and my boyfriend is a little bit dark skinned. He's not
Yeah.
super dark. He's really not. Like to
Mhm.
me, he's not dark skinned at all. He's kind of like
Mm.
medium, like very like middle skin.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't consider him super dark, but he
Hmm.
used to be much more light skinned. So to him, he's quite dark skinned because he used to have like a computer
Yeah.
job in Bangkok. So he was very light skinned at the time. And now that
Mhm.
he works on a farm in the countryside, he's like, I tried to keep my skin light, but there's no point. So I stopped trying. So he just kind of got dark. But an interesting thing on how he got dark versus how like the sun impacts me is
Yeah.
even where no sun hits him, his whole body became darker from sun exposure.
He doesn't have like tan lines or anything?
No. And I was
Oh.
kind of like, do you just work outside naked all the time? He's like, no. I'm like, there is no like for where his short, even if he was outside in underwear where a line would be, there's no line.
Yeah.
He's a little darker like on the tops of his forearms and his like
Mhm.
feet and like a little bit up the leg. He's a little darker there. But
Oh.
the rest of his body is also darker, like face to chest to like the rest of his legs is way darker than he was in Bangkok. But it's completely even, like completely even.
Skin is cool.
Interesting.
I wish that was like honestly when I was younger and I stopped tanning because tanning is actually quite bad for especially the white people. It
Mhm.
ages us very quickly. My arms will tan, my face will freckle, and my legs stay white.
My legs stay so white. And that's where I want color the most.
Literally at one point I was covered from here to like my hips, and I just had my legs out and I even covered it in like coconut oil to get it to like
Mhm.
nothing. Fucking white. Just glow in the dark white.
Yeah. It's
So
like our legs are so white that they refract so much light that we can't even it's so insane. It doesn't make sense.
can't nope.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, all right, well, I'm just white. My giant scratch from the other day. I keep picking at it.
Can't even see it on camera. It just looks like a shadow. No.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like a shadow in there. It didn't look like a scratch. Jeez.
yeah, it's what is it? That was the pit bull I was wrestling. It got me here and back here and then over here.
Jesus.
Along with the neck.
Mhm. I told you like right after that, my body decided to mirror you. I had that one bad grab driver and
Yeah.
pulled the muscle all up my fucking back. There he is. Oh, buddy. You look so happy.
Yeah, I would have fallen off that, honestly.
I'm I activated my core and I did like the whoa, 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 and then he hit the brakes again because he saw my legs go up and then I swung.
And then you slammed into him.
Yeah. And the thing was, he
Oh
wasn't
my
like
God.
overall a bad driver. He clearly just did not handle the power of that motorcycle.
Oh, it was very OP for him.
I think so. I think maybe first day with a brand new motorcycle and he's used to something where you have to go harder on the throttle. So he would like try to ease and it would just zoom like every time. And when you're a passenger, you're sitting way on the back. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and especially if you're not used to it, if you're like, if you're on an actual big motorcycle with somebody, generally you know to just like grab onto them because it can accelerate really fast. But if you're used to like the smaller,
Well,
not so
you
vroom
don't
vroom
touch
ones.
the grab drivers.
Oh, is there like little handles?
No. No, you hold on, like you can hold on. So the seat, it depends on the motorcycle. Some of them have
Mm.
like it's not really a handle, but it's like something you can put your hand around. It's actually like circular, so you can grip it. But some of them
Okay.
just have a lip that you like reach and hold on to on the sides or behind you. Most people hold on the sides with like no, I say most people. Most people do not hold on at all. I normally don't hold on at all. I'm fucking texting away like it's just this is just how you do. It's
Yeah.
very normal and very smooth like most of the time. So very abnormal to get a guy that like shoots on the fucking gas like that. Like you can't be a motorcycle grab driver and drive like that because nobody
No.
holds on. And you didn't give he didn't give me a helmet, right? Like normally you have to ask for a helmet unless you're being picked up
Mhm.
at a far distance and going very far, and then sometimes they'll offer you one.
Yeah.
But normally like nobody takes the fucking helmet because who wants to wear a communal helmet? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't drive like that. And some of the ladies,
Nope.
like, if they're wearing a dress or something, they sit side saddle too. Like it's not
That's not super safe to.
no, you can't you
Fuck,
really can't
man.
drive like that. Like especially if you're going at kind of a speed and there's a lot of traffic, like if your passenger falls off and cracks their head and a car runs over them.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't good. So then I had to hold on the whole way. But normally, like you'll see the only people that hold on, like fucking hold on, are like brand new tourists who don't know what they're doing.
Mm. Yeah.
Um, and like a lot of people who do know what they're doing will hold on with one hand quite casually. It's just kind of a stabilizer. So I put my
Hmm.
hand directly behind my butt and I hold on like with my hand this way instead of around like
Okay.
this, because that way my
Mm.
wrist is pushing into my butt and it's almost like I've created a seat for myself. So
Okay.
it stabilizes my body from like, tilting so much. It feels very like
Hmm.
I'm more upright that way. And then
Yeah.
my other hand is still free to text. But if I'm going a short distance, it's not on like the main highways and I'm just like going to and from school or something. I don't fucking hold on to shit. I'm texting the whole way. It's a weird thing to have gotten used to as a Westerner to be like, I take a taxi that is a motorcycle with
Yep.
no helmet and no way to hold on. And that's normal. And I text the whole time and don't even pay attention.
Yep. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Very
Very
fun.
terrifying for me.
Oh, the
It's very
first couple
terrifying.
times I took them, I was so terrified. I was like stiff as a fucking board. I was like, nah, and
Hmm.
holding on. That I actually had a driver like try to explain to me in broken English and then have to like Google Translate and hold it up to me to be like, you need to relax, basically. Like, don't be so tense. I think like I was
No.
so tense, I was actually throwing off his equilibrium on the bike.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
See, I'm used to, because obviously grew up with like quads and all that stuff and going into the mountain and everything.
yeah.
And I'm used to like, okay, we're going up a hill. Grab on.
No hills here. No
No.
hills in Bangkok.
No. All flat.
Very, very flat city. The only hill is if you're going up onto the overpass or the expressway, and it's kind of, a gradient. It's not like a hill.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I will see a Farang tourist. It's very obviously like a fucking like brand new tourist holding on to the
Mm.
driver. And it's always like
Oh.
cringe, right? Because it's always like you're just like touching a stranger and it's not normal for them. And it's just like nobody does that. But they don't know what the tourist doesn't know what to do. And they're just like, do I put my hands on him? Like, what do I do? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would always be my thing. I'm just kind of like, it's just so automatic, and I know he's not gonna go anywhere.
You'd be surprised. Half of them.
Oh no.
Apparently, like a bunch of them are drunk a bunch of the time. Yeah, I don't know. This is just life here. It's normal. It's survive, survive. It's my pen
That's
right.
life. Yeah. I mean, like, look at Saskatchewan. All the farmers out there, they just drink beer while they drive. They're like,
Yeah.
they drive the tractors and they just have their beer and, hey.
Yeah. It's like obviously I don't approve of the fact that they're drug. I'm not like if I knew my Grab driver was drinking, I would fucking cancel. I would report them to Grab and I would get a new one, right? I would not
Yeah.
take that. It's just a lot of my Thai friends have been like, yeah, just so you know, like you be careful because sometimes they're drinking. I'm like, cool.
Right.
Mhm.
That's fun.
Mhm.
I assume more at night than during the
I
day, but maybe
assume
not.
so. And also I have a feeling there's actually two groups of motorcycle taxis. It's like original traditional motorcycle taxis, which are called Win, and
Okay.
Grab, which is like Uber, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the old school motorcycle taxis, they park at specific spots, and you go there
Hmm.
to catch one. It's like a taxi stand of motorcycles, and they're supposed to have set rates to go places with like a list, or you can
Yeah.
tell them where, and they can tell you the price, and you go, and you pay them cash. The Grab now, because it's like Uber, it's just taken over. And it's
Yeah.
infinitely fucking better. Like infinitely better.
Mm.
They pick you up at your house. You don't have to go anywhere. They don't scam you. The prices, you already know how much it's going to be. And
Yeah.
there's a tracking, like everything's tracked, so you feel way safer. And
Hmm.
I just have a feeling, just by vibes alone, that the Win guys are the ones who drink more versus the Grab.
Yeah. Well, especially if they just have to sit there until somebody comes to them kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
And
they have to sit
yeah.
in specific locations and they get greaseball vibes off of them always. Always
Yeah.
greaseball vibes. And they try to fucking scam and rip me off every time. Like the Grab I take from my home to my school in the morning
Mm.
cost me $1 Canadian on a
Wow.
motorcycle.
That's cheap.
Yeah. When I have tried to ask Win drivers to take me like half of that distance, they've
Hmm.
quoted me like the equivalent of like $4 Canadian.
Oh, because they're like, oh, you farang.
Yeah,
$4.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's about 25 baht for my motorcycle in the morning, and they've quoted me 100. And I just look at them and I'm like, no, and then I'll walk away. Like, and then they try
Yeah.
to like, oh no no no, come up. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like I'm not giving you that dollar of business now. I will book Grab instead.
Right.
Because sometimes I walk out like halfway home or something. I'm like, oh, I can't walk the rest of the way. It's too much or too hot or too sunny. And I'll happen to be
Yeah.
right beside a Win thing. So instead of booking Grab, I'm like, oh, I'll just go ask. And
Hmm.
always so much. All right. So you have a dating profile picked out for us to be judge, jury, and executioner on?
Yes. All right. We have the from username that one dude 029. He wants to know, what do you pros think? The good, the bad, and the ugly. So his profile, he is about him. Number one, best dad ever to the three mini me's. Those are my little girl's words, not mine. She's an angel and wouldn't lie. Number two, business manager by day, proud owner of the most tires you've ever seen in one place.
Ties.
So he owns his own business.
Ties. Yeah.
Ties? Oh, ties, not tires. Ha! I'm like, he owns a tire shop. Give me all the tires, please. Rock star, bassist, singer by night. Okay, maybe not rock star yet, but we did win the last Battle of the Bands in Richmond this year, so that's cool.
Hmm.
And then I don't know what I'm looking for, but it's not hookups and see you laters. ...
Okay.
So that's a good intro profile.
And he does have his prompts filled out.
He does. So his prompts are, if I'm not home, where can you find me? Somewhere out on a gig. So he's definitely very busy between being a dad and being a bassist,
Yeah.
singer, dude. So, perks of dating me, no cover charge. So, he's probably looking for somebody who likes his music and wants to go with him everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully, you like whatever music he does. If I had 20 minutes left to live, I would take the kiddos to pick up some ice cream and then to the park.
Okay. Oh,
And then
yeah, first one
yeah.
was heavy metal to answer what music.
Yeah, interests, heavy metal, guitarists, car racing.
I'm assuming bass or something like that. Bass.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like bass.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a pretty basic write-up profile. Nothing's really
Yeah,
popping.
it's very basic.
Yeah.
And not saying that he seems like a basic person because doing the basic bassist.
Right?
Doing the bassist thing and playing music at night, like that's not a basic thing. It's a cool hobby that's active.
Yeah.
As far as we'll do the profile separate from the photos. Let's just break down the profile
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
So to me, I wouldn't match this person because we don't align, right? Like
No.
he's got 3 kids and the thing about cover charge is like I don't drink alcohol. I like live music, but I'm not going to want to be out all the time.
No, and for me, especially heavy metal is one of those ones where I love listening to music, but I also love still having conversation. If I can't hear the person I'm beside while I'm talking with them because the music is so loud, I don't like it there. And obviously overstimulating and stuff like that, right?
I wouldn't worry
Like-
about that too much because the person you're going with is literally in the band, so you wouldn't be talking to them anyway.
I know, and that's like I'd be there technically you're there by yourself then.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah,
You
it
know?
does seem like he's looking for someone who wants to go out and watch him play music all the time.
Yeah. He's looking for like a groupie or a girl that can run his social media for him.
That vibe at all. I don't think he's going that far. It just seems like this is a lot of his life. Like he is a business manager by day, so obviously he works a normal like 9 to 5 day job. He's got 3 kids that he doesn't actually say if he splits custody or has full-time custody of. So that could be the probably split custody because of the rock star singer thing, like probably split.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that means like, okay, that's taking up a big chunk of his life as well. And then on top of that, he does this in the nights and he clearly takes it very seriously and makes it seem like he does it a lot. This does not seem like a person with free time for a significant other.
Right? It's kind of like he wants somebody to, okay, so you got to be good with the kids, or unfortunately, maybe not unfortunately, because it's healthier for the children, if you're in a place where you're separated but you're co-parenting, maybe the person, your ex-partner, doesn't want you meeting any of your girlfriends to meet the kids for at least a year or 2, right? So it's like, so you can only see me basically if my kids aren't with me or if I'm at a band concert. Yeah. Those are the only 2 times you can see me.
And we're not sure how much time that is because he doesn't. It's not a bad profile. Again, I want to reiterate, we're not like tearing this apart. We're just describing why he might not be getting success, like what might be going through people's minds. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it doesn't look like he has much time for me. In between him working and being with the kids, he also has to practice.
Yep.
They can't just go to gigs with no practice. So they're probably practicing, I'm assuming, at least 1 to 3 times a week.
Yep. I would assume so too, just the way he seems to take it super seriously. And like I love heavy metal. Like that's my vibe. Like I would love a boyfriend who plays in a heavy metal band. I would be at like every fucking one of his shows because I can just vibe out to heavy metal no problem. But when it just comes to me being like, well, I've got my own life too, and my own time slots that are taken up. I'm looking for someone who can fit into that. I don't know. Like this person seems busy,
right? Especially with 3 kids.
Yeah, that's kids.
Like one is kind of like, okay, you can balance one out and stuff like that, but you have 3 kids plus a full-time job, and technically a band is like a part-time job.
Yeah,
So you have
yeah, it is
full-time
kind of
and a
like,
part-time job,
and then the kids are like a full-time job, or depending on how much custody you have. Like
right?
he doesn't really describe that. I also don't know
Yeah.
how old he is.
Yeah, it doesn't. Let me see if I swipe forward. 31.
31. Okay.
Jesus. He's 31 with 3 kids.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
Whew.
but that, you know, looking at the age he is, it's like, okay, what are the age of women he's going to be looking for and how would they approach this?
Yeah.
And okay, so 31, let's say he's looking for women around his age, around 30. That's the women who
Mhm.
are going to be like, I got my own shit too. Will we have time for each other? But if he is looking for a
Right?
woman like maybe like mid 20s, like 25, you know, then yeah, maybe she'd be more chill with this.
Yeah. Or she would just be like, yeah, I have my own things to do. I'll go hang out with my girlfriends and then we can get together
Yeah,
after.
like more
Or,
chill with this. Like just wouldn't like it
yeah.
wouldn't be as much of an immediate like, ooh, this person seems busy and I'm busy, you know, like I'm
Yeah.
definitely more, even
No.
though I'm not that busy in Thailand, I'm like I'm busy anyway. Like I just feel like
Yeah.
hmm
You have stuff to do. You got shit to
yeah.
do. You got animals, you have school, you got like all these things that you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know it doesn't really say what he's looking for, which is true because he says I don't know what I'm looking for, just that it's not hookups, like the
Yeah.
relationship.
He it's kind of like still trying to figure out monogamy, opening to explore.
hmm
And that's his like so his main profile, I guess the first page where it shows his actual age.
hmm
It says he's still trying to figure it out, monogamy, opening to explore, and that profile photo. Oh boy,
It's
that
very
is your
bad.
that is
Yeah.
your official.
That's your recognition. However, he does have smart photos turned on, which means it's that's the one he's got first, but smart photos will switch that up for everyone who swipes on him.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
which is a tip I recommend to everybody. Turn on smart photos. Like at the end of the day, we can give you all the advice in the world. People can give you all the advice in the world, but the photo that's going to do the best, like the algorithm will tell you which one that is. So just use the
yeah,
algorithm.
and it shows for so the his profile photo is kind of like your typical business shot. He has plants in the background. He's wearing a suit.
It's like
His
a
hair is all done
four-piece
up.
suit.
Yep, that man is wearing a suit. He got the vest. He got
Yeah,
he got everything.
looks very warm.
He does look very warm. And he definitely takes pride in
Mustache.
his mustache and his beard
Mhm.
area. That is definitely not something I would associate with heavy metal.
No. Yeah, yeah. He looks like he likes Mumford and Sons.
Right?
hmm
He's very it's kind of like hipster vibey.
Very hipster.
Uh I re- I remember when I worked when I was in Edmonton, I was working at a bar below BioWare. There was this one guy and he had the craziest kind of is it like a handlebar mustache? Is it like a curly?
Handlebars go down, I think.
Oh, yeah. So whatever the one that curls up is, yeah. It curls up.
Like
It's like Captain Hook.
long and up, or like short, like this one.
No, it was like Captain Hook from the movie Hook mustache.
I just don't like it. Um, I skipped ahead a little and
It,
went through all of his photos, and I'm gonna
yep,
be real honest. I
yep.
don't like a single one.
If he got rid of this part and just had like the
Normal,
regular mustache, the normal mustache, he would look so much better.
infinitely better. The only two where he doesn't look terrible, and it's because of the stupid mustache. It's in every single photo, every single one. The only two where he doesn't look terrible is the one where he's clearly in a bar and holding the teddy bear.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, is he going up?
yeah. And then the one where he's holding the guitar and playing, but the mustache still ruins both of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's great that, but I feel like it's a big part of his personality is
Really.
he's relying on the mustache.
Yeah, that feels like a mask he's hiding behind or a crutch of some kind. Because that is too much. And it's not good. Like he's
No,
clearly using that to show quirkiness, but it's
uh,
bad.
that mustache is there for like very specific women would appreciate that. Like that's something maybe go to where they have like beard competitions, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
or
And most of the women there are there supporting their partners. Nobody's going there to look for a man with a weird be like somebody is, but it's going to be so rare. And it goes back to what we say with all of these dating profiles. Like at the end of the day, people are shallow online. Like sorry, they are. Maybe in person and talking to you, you'll have more luck with somebody with this. But people are just going to judge this because even if a woman doesn't mind the mustache, you are competing with every other man who is groomed differently in a more traditionally appealing way.
well, I mean the last profile we did with the heavier set guy with the bright colors and stuff,
Yeah,
he was really good and he did have a beard too, but it was just like it wasn't
I like
that.
beards. Beards are not the
Yeah.
problem. It's the weird,
No.
like twirled up mustache, like fully like okay, to describe, sorry people, we haven't actually described this. He has like a little curly mustache that's short. So he's only grown out this much, like just the lip amount. It doesn't connect down. He's got a big full beard, but he's made it so it
Mhm.
doesn't connect in most of these. And then he's grown it long so that he can actually twirl it up like an old timey Frenchman. I don't know, so it's
Yeah.
short,
Yeah.
but fully twisted, curled, and like beard, like it's not a gel, it's like a paste they use. What is
Yeah, like a they
it?
wax or
Yeah, wax,
something like
like
a
fully
yeah.
waxed into place in every
Yeah.
single photo.
No.
It looks like
No.
you're making a caricature of yourself.
Right? I'm like I can't take you seriously like that.
Yeah.
Like I literally can't. If you had it as like one photo for Halloween and you dress up like the old-timey barber or the old-timey sing people or
Yeah.
something and you do that, that's fine. But if that's your everyday, I
Mm-mm.
can't seriously look at you.
Yeah, I would it's too jokey. It's too
Yeah.
much of a joke. So I would feel a little miffed, a little like, could you be serious today? Like, could we be normal?
Right?
Um, which I know people are going to be like, that's so judgy, but we're just trying to help you. We're trying to help you get laid or find your soulmate, okay?
Right?
It,
And you already, like, for him, he already doesn't have a lot of time to give to another
Mhm.
human.
Yeah.
Like, your time is already so short that you can give to somebody else. And then to put that on top of it, it's really knocking your numbers down so much.
Yeah, you're taking away from yourself.
Yeah.
And the one, so he's only got one body shot. Yeah, it's the waterfall one.
Well, there's the guitar one, but
Yeah, but
it's
it's
not,
like
it's,
from
you
here
know,
up. It's tits and up.
but yeah, not a lot of body shots.
And I'm just gonna say this, like I like waterfall, I like nature photos. It's not about your body. He looks like he's a little bit fluffier. That's fine. Don't care. You look like you're taking a dump.
Right. I'm sorry, dad bod is in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women that I even like women I work with and stuff like that, they love dad bod. They're like, dad bod is in. It has nothing to do with that. It just, I know you're trying to do something, but that was the wrong one.
Yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
fine, but it just gives me I'm on poop there vibes. I don't know. It's just you're squatted down at a pooping angle. It's not a normal relaxed squat angle. It's a pooping angle.
Yeah.
Even though you
That's,
clearly
yeah.
have like shorts on.
Even if he was sitting with his legs over the edge or something, that would have
Mhm.
been better
Yeah.
than that.
like it's a fine compared to the rest of them. It's a good photo because of the
Yeah.
mustache. But I do think the teddy bear
Yeah.
one for like attractiveness, fun, shows your personality, already looks quirky without the mustache. It's the best photo by far.
Yeah. Like if that little curl at the top wasn't there, I would say that is a great personality photo right there.
And you know
That's
what?
awesome.
If the mustache curl wasn't in every fucking photo, you could keep it in this one.
Yes.
Because
exactly.
it kind of looks like, yeah, you went out and you curled your mustache. That's fine. But when I also see you in your full business suit with that, I'm like, oh, I don't like that.
No, I'm like, I don't like it, and it makes me question how successful you are.
It does.
I can't.
It makes me immediately think, what the fuck is your business in? Not something where you interact face to face with people, or it's something quirky as hell where they expect that, right? Like an oddities.
Yeah, like yeah, or if you actually you're somebody who runs like a beard oil company,
yeah,
you know, or like men's facial stuff,
maybe
then I could be like, sure.
Maybe he has like a mustache wax company and he has to do this.
I'm like that would make sense to me, but again, you don't have to do it in every single photo. You don't have to do it in your professional business photo. It makes me lose confidence in you as a professional business person.
If this guy ever watches this podcast, which I'm sure he'll never will, and fucking hears this, and you do run a fucking mustache waxing business, that's fine. Put that in your profile so I understand why your mustache is always like that. Just be like, I own a mustache waxing business, and then I'll be like, oh,
right,
that makes sense, and I would be less judgmental about it.
But I just can't.
Yeah, I still don't like it, but at least I would understand the reasoning behind your business photos having that.
Right?
And then I'd be like, oh, okay, when you go meet clients, you want to show the product, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then also post some casual ones where you don't have that, like the playing guitar one, which otherwise would be a very good photo, is ruined by the mustache.
It is. Even the up close one where he's trying to do almost like a Zoolander face.
Yeah.
The one with the pink. He's like trying to be Zoolander-esque. I can't take you. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
You look like a cartoon.
When
I couldn't sit on that face.
When I cover the edges of the... I can't sit on that face. Yeah, it would stab you. It would like grab your clit. It's terrifying. It would pierce your hair.
That's not comfortable.
Bad.
Fuck.
When I take that Zoolander-y one, the pink shirt one, and I hover my hands over and cover the edges of the mustache, much better looking human.
Yep. 100%. It's crazy how just one simple thing will actually go from being like, to like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Legit.
Yeah.
And clearly that's like he's at his job or something. I don't know. He's at a playground. It looks like a slide behind him, but the stuff on his shirt makes it look like he just came from work.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's wearing a tie and some type of plasticky thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Either way, it's that mustache can't be in all your photos. And the last photo with the blue suit, just delete that photo. It's horrible. Mustache aside, you look weird. There looks like there's a weird filter on it. I don't like it. Creepy.
Right? It's just, no.
Yeah.
It's not good.
He's pulling a weird little duck face or something. I don't fucking know what's happening. Delete that photo.
Oh. This is like, duck faces on men don't look good.
And that's what it looks like. Even if you weren't meaning to do that, there's like a weird pout, like a weird like happening. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. You gotta, yeah. Let's see what the comments say. Oh, fucking 4 comments is all.
Got my phone.
Okay, one of them is from
Shave.
him. So he said first picture is actually a video, which, yep, that's why.
Yeah. So this one is pretty good. Your bio is screaming all about your past life and life with your kids. If you're looking for a serious relationship, you're going to want to tone that down and focus on the incoming person and what you can offer them.
Good point.
My opinion, big beards and funky mustaches are in a relationship married vibe. Single guy vibes are shorter hair, maybe even clean shaven.
I agree with like all of that. I agree with all of that.
Yeah.
And I don't, because I know he's like a funkier person. He likes heavy metal. He probably wants the
Yeah.
beard as part of his show. He wants the mustache as part of his show. Then you can just curl the mustache up for your show. You don't have to live in that. And
No.
if you want the longer beard or feel like it's a part of your brand somehow, just a little more I don't know, just more shave it on the sides and have just the front long, which in the teddy bear photo it looks like that.
Yeah. Like have it, you have like the wax or you have the stuff to make it like nice and smooth and shape it really nice and have it not like, you don't want it to look like pubes where it's just everywhere. You want it
the first photo in the 4-piece suit, it's got that like neck beardy puby vibe. It's very bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to use the wax to like straighten it and make it like shaped and just kind of like, because your hair is pulled back. It's like shaped nice.
So,
it's not
like perfectly coiffed. And then the beard looks very like, it does look puby. It does look real puby.
Yeah. It's just like what you do with your head, you got to do with your beard too.
Mm-hmm.
You have to. And yeah, just you do the curly thing for when you're performing.
Yeah. There's something about his beard that I don't like that I think I've just put my finger on. Because I was kind of thinking like, oh yeah, you got to keep it more trimmed and stuff. I'm like, no, most of them, it looks like he does a good job of maintaining the shape. But for some reason, this area, like where his goatee would connect, in most photos looks sparse or non-existent. And then what the beard gives is Amish when you don't have that.
He gives Amish.
Yeah, the beard
he really
Amish.
does.
That's what it is. Like in the guitar photo, it looks like there's more of it there. But in the pink photo, it looks very sparse. Like you can see skin through it, which is weird because the rest of it is so thick. And then again, in that first photo, it looks so sparse that you can see skin through it.
Yeah. And even the one with the blue suit that you hate, that must have been very recently where he shaved to like shape it a bit. And I think he went a little too weird in this area.
I think that might just be the weird, like he's got a patch missing. Like if you really zoom in, you can see there's a patch missing, like just here, like a line. So he's got a little bit of goatee, and then there's like a patch missing, and then beard. And I think it might just grow like that because it looks like that in every photo.
He needs to get some beard. It's like a growth serum.
Or just dye
so
it.
I've made it for. Yeah, you can dye it. I've made eyelash and hair stuff. You use like castor oil, vitamin E, and rosemary. And it actually promotes the growth.
If the follicles there don't have hair, then it's not gonna. Yeah, like if you're just missing hair out of those follicles. But there's like an aspect to this beard that's giving Amish, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very true.
Like
very weird.
If you really want to keep the beard, buddy, sure. If you really want to keep the mustache, sure. But don't be surprised that you don't get a lot of dates.
Yeah, and same thing. There's nothing in there right now, how his profile reads, where, let's say I did swipe on him, where would I fit into his life?
That too. Like you've got multiple things hitting against you, even though you've got a written profile and it's well written. You've got a lot of photos that show your personality. Like by on paper, it looks like you're checking all the boxes.
Yeah.
But the content leaves this like, yeah.
Yeah. He's not, it seems like he's more looking for like somebody he could connect with every couple weeks. It's like, hey, maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks we can hang out and then I'm going to go back to my life. That's what his profile kind of feels like.
Yeah, I mean, I dated a divorced dad of 2 for a while, and that was very difficult. And I never met his kids, even though we dated on and off for like a couple years, which I'm fine with. But there was a lot of like, yeah, he worked a lot. He was a police officer. He worked a lot and shift work, and then he had his kids 50% of the time. But luckily, because my life was very fluid and my work was very fluid, I could fit myself in around his schedule. Most people can't do that, and they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
So you have to express a little more. I would talk about what you do for work, especially if that explains the facial hair.
Right?
And a little more like, I know it clearly says on here, I don't know what I'm looking for. Like, okay, but you gotta give us something.
You got to be like, I'm looking for somebody to hang out with when I go to gigs.
Yeah.
Or I'm looking for somebody I like going out to eat when I don't have my kids. I want somebody to come with me for that.
Yeah.
Like I need something where I would fit into your life, because right now I don't fit into your life.
Give us an idea of how someone would fit in. Like, how much free time do you have? Give like some idea of it. Just, and even if it's not a lot, you can say that. You can write it up in a way of like, yeah, I'm a split custody dad of 3 and I work full time and I do this. So I don't have a lot of free time, but I could commit to, 1 day a week or 2 days a week hanging out, like 2 evenings, like something, just something that explains it without coming across desperate, which is also a fine line to walk.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like pretty busy, but I have time and I want you to fit in that time. Like I want to fit you into my time here.
Yeah. Because this all just sounds like, especially with the perks of dating me, no cover charges. It's like, okay, so you're just looking for somebody to go out to the bars and watch you play? Like,
right? And again, because if he's going, he has to go early for sound check. He has to be there to perform, and they'll take like breaks and stuff. But as far as actually interacting with me while we're there, it's not going to be a lot. You're going to be doing the setup, sound check, performance, takedown. There's not a lot of time for whoever's coming with you to be with you.
Yeah. No, very little.
Yeah.
And this was only posted a couple days ago, so there's not a lot of responses.
No, but I mean, there's never a lot of responses on a lot of the dating
That's fair.
profiles.
I do like that the top comment says, shave, that is all. I agree. Like, I'm trying to express that I understand you might not shave or might not be willing or able to because of your job, sure. But, like, if you can.
Some guys that they don't have like a strong chin or a strong jaw. So I understand that they want to keep that because otherwise, but have it tidy and have it clean and have it shaped and it doesn't look like pubes. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
That's,
in my opinion, and I know some people are into beards. There is a subset of women who are into beards. In my opinion, the only attractive beard is a short one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I like short, like from stubble to like a couple days, maybe a week growth is okay. Depends on how long. I guess people's hair grows at different length, like times. But I mean like a fully trimmed, like it'll hide your jaw a little, but still show all of your features. And I don't like making out with somebody with facial hair.
If it's long, I hate it if it's long. If like while you're eating, it's literally getting into your mouth, or there's food.
You see food in it. Why? You see them with food, or when they take a drink of something, there's driblets in it, and they have to like pat all the time. Or when you kiss them, it's always inexplicably wet, or it smells like you can smell the food they've eaten in it. No, I'm not a fan. But I understand there are women who are, and clearly he wants a woman who is. But just saying, the women who are into big beards, like, it's a small percentage of the population.
Yep. And you may have to go older.
Yeah.
He may have to look
normally it's
someone older than him.
I've noticed. Yeah. But you could keep a couple photos of, like, you can keep the one with the teddy bear, Like, it's fine to have that one with the big beard and the stupid mustache. That's a fine photo. And then also
Mhm.
trim and post photos of you with like a normal length, like tight trimmed, like well maintained beard too. And then you can be like, I can do
Yeah.
both, because the women who really like beards might swipe through and be like, oh, he also does that.
Yeah. Yeah. I like beards, but they need to be nice
Yeah.
and taken care of. And
I
if they're not, I can't.
I remember that guy, I think you talked about it on another episode of the podcast, who I had matched with on Bumble or something. I don't fucking remember, in Calgary.
Oh, yeah.
You did? Yeah.
Mhm.
And he had some
And
photos.
it was like no beard for you. And then when I met him, he had a beard or something.
I thought it was the other way around.
Or was it vice versa? Yeah.
There. I thought it was like he I can't remember. No, I think it was the other way around, because I think I remember like he had photos with both. And
Mhm.
like again, I actually do like tight facial hair, like a tight
Yeah.
beard. I don't like a big beard. But a tight
Yeah.
facial hair, like, it can be pretty flattering, especially if you don't have the best features. Like, you don't have super flattering features without it. And he had a bunch of like photos with and without, and I asked him what he had at the time, because I remember the photos with the beard. I was like, ooh, like, gave him a nice
Yeah.
jawline and shit. And he's like, oh, no beard right now. And I was like, meh.
Eh. Yeah, and then when I saw him, when I swiped on him, he actually had the beard, and I was like, "All right, I'll come meet you." But it was no,
Was not.
he was more interested in you.
How did he know that we were friends?
I think I was talking about like going for like, or no, because we were walking around the area where we did the photo shoot after COVID,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I think I probably showed him the photos or something. I was like, "Oh, we did these photos, blah blah blah," and then he's like, "Oh, I remember her." So I was, yeah,
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe it was the other way around then. Maybe it was that the beard looked gross as hell and I liked it. I can't remember. But it was one or the
Oh.
other. No, the beard was bad.
No, I like he had a beard when I saw him, and he looked good.
Oh, the beard was good? Okay. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
probably the other way around
Yeah,
then.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was a long time between then, like probably a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe because I ghosted him after he said no beard, he was just like, I gotta grow the beard back. Like,
The beard just looks so good. Because he also, same thing, it was very short, it was trimmed nicely. He didn't have the neck beard where it's like going down crazy. All right. Well, thank you for listening to another episode or watching another episode of Thoughts Over Coffee, where a couple of thoughts share our thoughts over coffee. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. If you want to have a unfiltered, whatever it's called version, check out our Patreon, where it's like
uncensored.
uncensored. There you go. It's uncensored version that's longer. Go over to our Patreon, and yeah.
And where can the people find you, Seyo, if they want more of you?
Seyo Clarity on stuff. It's all in the links down below.
And I am at
Yep.
White Girl Panics About Stuff on YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and all that shit. Oh, not Twitter. TikTok.
Alrighty. Meow, meow, meow. All right. Well, I guess have a good day. And the monkey is going to scream now.
Oh, yeah. Tell Monkey to stay caffeinated. Oh.
Stay caffeinated, monkey.
Bye.